Super Mario Party Jamboree is coming to the Nintendo Switch on October 17th, 2024. And it looks like Super Mario Party Jamboree might even be a way better game than the first Super Mario Party. Here's why. First off, I think we all know the classic Mario Party board game. You roll a dice, move spaces, and ruin friendships through minigames in between. Compared to something like Monopoly, a lot of Mario Party's charm came from the fun, unique, and complete bullshit boards. They all had their own little gimmicks, twists and turns, and of course a bunch of Mario references. However, that all went out the window with the previous Super Mario Party game. All of these boards are just damn squares. Now to be fair, they all have their own little variations of squares. But just compare this Super Mario Party map to, say, Toad's Midway Madness from Mario Party 4 where you're riding a goddamn roller coaster. And not only are you stuck going around in circles on these tiny boards, which may very well just be an allegory for life, but there are only 4 of them. Now this feels more like a board game spelt B-O-R-E-D. Well, thank freaking God, it looks like Super Mario Party Jamboree is righting the wrongs of the first game, coming in with a total of 7 freaking boards. And from what we've seen so far, it looks like they even listened to some of the criticisms of the first game. Rainbow Galleria is a shopping mall in which you can ride escalators. To travel to different levels of the mall. Plus, the star can actually go on sale, which is an interesting mechanic that changes up the classic X number of coins for a star that we've seen so many times in Mario Party games. Roll'em Raceway looks like a crossover of Mario Party and Mario Kart, although we may have PTSD of cars being used in those god-awful Mario Party games. This time around, you all get your own individual race car. And on top of the 5 new game boards you can play on, they've also included 2 classic Mario Party boards in Super Mario Party Jamboree. We're getting Mario's Rainbow Castle from the very first Mario Party game, and Western Land from Mario Party 2. Now I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure if these would be the classic boards that I would choose to make a comeback. Sure, I love pretty much any map from Mario Party 2, even Rules Land, but Mario's Rainbow Castle, I would have loved to see them actually bring back a GameCube Mario Party map. But hey, it almost seems like they're combining the ideas of the original Super Mario Party game and the later Mario Party Superstars game. And once again, I think that's a cool thing where it seems like they may have actually been listening to the feedback of these games. As per usual, Super Mario Party Jamboree comes packed with minigames, 110 to be exact. From the little we've seen, they definitely look like more Mario Party minigames. As with most Mario Party games, I imagine the minigame collection in Super Mario Party Jamboree will include some really solid minigames and maybe a few stinkers. I'm personally not a big fan of the Mario Party minigames that feel like they have motion control baked into it just for the sake of having motion control. Things like trying to shake the candy out of the jar or getting the character to be in focus, and now tilting the ball into the hole. It's not really my favorite thing ever, but I'm sure there are people who absolutely love this kind of thing. However, there was this interesting bit during the trailer that showed a bunch of characters running from Bowser. Now, I'm not sure if this is a minigame or part of another game mode, but I thought it was interesting because it totally seemed like something straight out of Bowser Party in Mario Party 10. And listen, while Mario Party 10 was a steaming pile of Yahoo! I will admit that the overall concept of Bowser Party did seem very interesting. They just executed it like poopy poop. So if there are some minigames in which you actually battle Bowser, I would be totally interested in checking them out. Now to this day, one of my absolute biggest gripes with the first Super Mario Party game is the fact that you are forced to use a single Joy-Con on its side. I won't say that using a single Joy-Con on its side is the worst thing to ever happen in human history, because there were in fact 2 world wars, but this is a close third. I imagine they didn't want to add Pro Controller support for Super Mario Party just because a lot of the minigames relied on the Joy-Con's features, like motion control, but it was such a bummer that they didn't at least give you an option. So for a while there, we weren't sure if Super Mario Party Jamboree would follow the same path and force you to use a single Joy-Con. In fact, the trailer only showed a single Joy-Con being used for the motion control minigames. So I just had to accept our fate, and it seemed like all hope was lost for this Super Mario Party game. But then a hero emerged known as the Nintendo of Europe website. On the Super Mario Party Jamboree listing came one line of text that completely changed the future of mankind. Motion-controlled minigames require a Joy-Con controller and are not available when playing online. Motion-controlled minigames are not compatible with Nintendo Switch Lite or Nintendo Switch Pro controller, but button-controlled minigames can still be played when using these controllers/accessories. So by using my handy-dandy deduction skills, it would appear that Super Mario Party Jamboree will in fact support Nintendo Switch Pro controllers. No, in all seriousness, it's super exciting to know that Super Mario Party Jamboree will once again right the wrongs of the first Super Mario Party by actually allowing you to use multiple controller options. Interestingly enough, it does also mention the Nintendo Switch Lite, which at the time of Super Mario Party's release in 2018 wasn't even announced yet. So I do wonder, had the Nintendo Switch Lite already been out when they made Super Mario Party in 2018, would they still have forced you to only use a single Joy-Con? But now that the Nintendo Switch Lite does exist with no detachable Joy-Con, it probably gave them even further reason to offer more controller options this time around. At the cost of not being able to play the motion control minigames, I still do think that the addition of Pro Controller support in Super Mario Party Jamboree is an absolute win. The Super Mario Party Jamboree trailer also showed off a new online mode called the Koopathlon. The idea here is that you can compete with up to 20 whole-ass people to try and reach the goal first by racking up high scores in minigames. We don't know too much of the ins and outs of this online game mode, but it does seem somewhat interesting that it actually puts a lot more emphasis on your performance in the minigames, something that people have complained about the classic Mario Party board game formula. But how Nintendo's servers will handle a 20-player online board game, I guess we'll see. It at least seems like they're trying something different while also giving us the most players in a Mario Party game ever. And ideally, since both Super Mario Party and Mario Party Superstars had it, we can expect Super Mario Party Jamboree to offer the classic Mario Party board game mode completely online, right? Right? Well, if you're even thinking about playing these online game modes, you'll have to subscribe to the Nintendo Switch Online service. And if you want to learn more about Nintendo Switch Online, feel free to check out my video all about it below. Let me know in the comments if you guys are excited for Super Mario Party Jamboree. For now, thank you for watching. Thank you so much to all of our members. My name is Chase, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.